What's up, everybody? It's J-Mac, and welcome to Bigfoot Input. I am genuinely excited about this episode, and I feel that way about a lot of episodes, but this one, I think we're really going to see some stuff that we've never seen before. Some mind-blowing stuff, so I would stick around. Like, literally in the middle of the video, I had to stop and go back and do some picture lightning and do a... It's just, I was... Because I saw something right in the middle of the edit. All right, so... where were we? Scott Loomis, Monsters from Maine, right? Sent in this guy here, which is obviously eye there, some sort of nose and mouth structure. He's staring right at us. Scott is going to tell you that these are dogmen, which is fine. He was there. I wasn't. I don't necessarily see a dog here, but there's definitely a creature there staring, right? And then but the weirdness gets even further. Okay, here we go. Now, same creature, right? Same time. These pictures were taken, I believe, seconds from each other. They're like really the same area, same issue. See how his face is just like kind of distorted now? That's different. The eyes are still there, but this is changing now, right? Don't expect me to explain like that. That's high strangeness. I have no idea, but I went ahead and did a side by side. This is, the guy when we originally saw him, and then this is the second. Okay. And I'm going to let Scott correct me if these are two different creatures, but I just assumed that they were the same. Now, I could be wrong. So, but look at this guy now. Look at the face on this thing. All these textures are coming out now in the second, and that intrigued me so much that I had to go back and play with the lighting on that picture. Okay, here we go. So just by changing the lighting a little bit, you can start to get a little bit of more of a clear look at this creature. I gotta be honest with you, it's nothing like I've ever seen before. And that is true this is not the first time I'm gonna say that in this episode, okay? So stick with me, but I just don't know. Obviously, we've got some like little pine bough here that's kind of hiding part of his face. I don't know. Scott, this is a wild one. Really fascinating stuff, dude. So thank you for submitting. I'm gonna end up I'm going back and look at this myself on my personal time because it's just, this one's kind of fascinating me, but. Anyway, I'm going to move on for the sake of the audience. So, Sasquatch Omega, if you haven't followed him on Facebook yet, do so. These guys are out here working hard. Scott, Monsters from Maine on YouTube. This guy is Sasquatch Omega on Facebook. He caught a picture of this guy in motion. He explains the whole thing on his Facebook as far as what happened and how he got the picture and that sort of thing, and that's great. I'm gonna let him tell his own story. But people always make the comment, well, why are they always blurry? Well, first of all, they're usually in motion, and that's generally why they're blurry. But he does his own picture editing, and I would have done the same. I would have lightened it and changed it a little bit just so the facial features really pop out. But I mean, look at this guy. He's got his head slightly turned to the left. His body is going this way. Like he's going behind this. This is a birch. I'm going to assume it's a birch tree. He's going behind this tree here. And so his body is in motion this way. He cranks his head to the left, obviously, to see this guy taking his picture, right? So that being said, we can see the forehead right there and the nose here. The eye socket right there. Got his mouth here and a huge cheek structure. He's got hair that comes up here. He has like almost like little bangs or something that come down. He does not have a conical shaped head. This is, he has a lot of human DNA, obviously. And I believe this would be some sort of leaf here and here that's sort of cutting into his body and from a picture standpoint. Okay. So I just got to say, that's great work, dude. Obviously, I have more of his stuff, but I want to spread it out a little bit. But he's got some good stuff, so go over there and check him out. I want to clear something up while we have the opportunity. I posted this picture in a video last week, and I believe in that video I had said that it was sent anonymously. That is incorrect. This is our own Kathy Westerman, Bigfoot World, Aim to Frame, and you have my sincere apologies, Kathy. I think that's the first time that's ever happened, but Kathy sent me this picture, and I had gotten it mixed up with a different picture, and for that I am sorry. But obviously we've got a typical Bigfoot face in the bush there, mouth, nose, eyes, deep cranial ridge, and his body structure kind of goes down that way, and there's a little bit of a head here, but it's blocked off by some of this foliage. So excellent shot, excellent Kathy, just really good picture, and thank you so much. I will be more diligent in the future of making sure that we keep better track. Now, that being said, this is the anonymous photo that was sent in by the person that wishes to remain anonymous, and we will respect that. So if you look deep back in the bush here, which is where they typically like to hide, you're going to see your head structure and your eyes and your nose and your mouth. And this one is a little more difficult to make out because he really doesn't want to be seen, but it's pretty obvious if you just look at it for a second. He's right there. So anonymous, we will leave you anonymous, okay, until you're ready to no longer be anonymous. What else we got? We've got Abe Sias, always coming forward with something interesting and strange. And there's a lot going on in this picture, and I'm not going to claim that it's all something, but this is, okay? This right here is something. I see an ear. I see a nose. I see a mouth. Big, wide mouth. I see eyes. And I see hair here. Can you tell the difference between this texture and this texture? How this is skin and this is hair, and then the rest of it is just foliage and stuff like that. And Abe will tell you that these are DDN, demonic, disembodied demonic Nephilim. Okay. I did a video on the Nephilim at some point. I don't believe that Sasquatch and Nephilim are related at all. And in fact, I don't really believe that Nephilim exists. But, that's my personal opinion. But what I do feel is that there is something in this picture. I mean, we can't deny that he's taking pictures of something. So no matter what it is, it's something, and it's cool. It's weird, and it's definitely down our alley. So thank you, Abe, for giving us permission to spotlight your pictures. I appreciate that. What else we got? I don't want to miss anybody. Catherine Norris coming out with just another banger, man. All of her pictures are so cool. Very clear pictures for what it is. Again, a creature that loves to hide. And here, there's no questions. There's your conical shaped head that goes up out of frame and comes back in. Deep cranial ridge. Inset eyes. She added the white dots to show us where the eyes were, obviously. Hooded nostrils. Big flat hooded nostrils. This is a typical Sasquatch. And, I've seen a couple things from Australia. I've never seen anything from New Zealand. Catherine is from New Zealand. I've never seen anything from there, but I have seen a few from Australia, which is very close. And I will say that it looks like that Australia has the almost typical Sierra Nevada Bigfoot type creatures. To me, that's what they mainly look like. So, and that's just based off of what we're getting. More will come out in the future, I'm sure. Thank you, Catherine. Appreciate your submissions and letting us use those. What else do we have before we get into some stuff here? I want to get into stuff. Okay. Again, Kathy Westerman, Bigfoot World, Aim to Frame. I do not know exactly what's going on in this picture, but there's something going on. Okay. I think that's pretty, I don't think we can deny that. Look at this face. Eye, nose, mouth. The muzzle is a different color than the head. I mean, it's just, yeah, something's going on there. These are really, I don't know. I just don't know about either of them, frankly. If these are creatures, which I think they're something, obviously, they're well camouflaged. And that's a whole discussion that I'm finding it hard to get into right now. I'm dealing with my inner self, really, and the things that I'm hearing from people about whether these creatures have an extreme camouflaging ability, like an owl, like a chameleon, or if it's deeper than that, like literally, like, quote unquote cloaking and stuff like that, and using radio waves, and it's a rabbit hole. So either way, thank you, Kathy, for the picture. Don't 100% know what they are, but we know that they're cool, and I appreciate you submitting it. Another one here from Catherine Norris. Just a big old Sasquatch face staring you in the camera there. I mean, how can you deny that? I mean, there's no way. It is what it is. There's the picture without any markings, but I'm not going to do the whole nose, mouth. You can see it's right there. Look at that. He's staring right at you through the bush. So cool. So cool. My cue is from New Zealand, so maybe one of these days I'll have to head out that way. It's kind of far from home, but go there and have a visit. That would be awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room. This one, I posted this earlier today. I do not wake up in the morning going, man, I'm really gonna go after that guy, and I'm gonna show everybody what he's doing. No, but we do call a spade around here. Okay, I'm not making any claims. I'm not saying this or that, but I'm saying that this keeps getting more and more interesting. It keeps getting deeper. We all know that on the right is a picture grab from a video posted by Colorado Bigfoot. Okay. Does it look real to me? Not particularly, no. But then again, I just try to stay open about these things. I wasn't there, but it doesn't look real to me at all. It looks like a suit. And he's doubling down on it, saying that this is a real Bigfoot taken in my video, and this and that. So then earlier on today, I come across this guy on the left. Is it exact? No, it's not. But if you add a little blur to this guy on the left, he's pretty damn close. And I don't know what to say about that. So I feel like I'm just going to drop this on the table. You guys can have your own discussion about it, because I don't want to publicly say certain things that makes me appear that I'm on a witch hunt or something, because that's just not the truth. But we find what we find out there in the world, and we bring it here to the channel and chop it up, and now you can decide what you want to decide. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm just a little frustrated with that whole situation. All right, now you're not gonna believe this picture, so if you're not sitting down, sit down. James Whitfield. I didn't take note of when this was, but he's taking videos and pictures. Now add Miguel into the mix. This is the guy that filters everything that's out there, mainly in the local world. I think people that he knows, he filters their videos and pictures and finds things that they didn't see before. How amazing is this. The detail. This is obviously a nighttime photo, and I think I want to say it's through some sort of IR. But let me just start here at his right ear and go down around his jaw. He has a huge gaping mouth. It's not gaping, but it's open, his mouth. You can see his hooded nose there. Eye. Cranial ridge. Forehead that goes up to the hairline, which then starts there. The top of the head's up here. Comes down to zero neck, goes right into the shoulder. Same story over here. And what's really cool about this picture, you can follow it all the way down to his big long arms. Look at that. That's his hand right there. And then it comes back up. So this is a huge hulking dude. And I mean, to me, this is an amazing shot. So James, my man, congratulations. Dude, this is spectacular. I love this picture. This is one of the clearest, like, up front and bright, pictures that we've got, especially out of Central Florida. Kathy gets great stuff all the time, but this is a hulking beast. And, it seems like these creatures hide more than anything. This guy he's blended in to his environment, but he's not exactly hiding. He's out there to see what's going on in his territory. Very cool. Just a great shot. So I'm going to move on to the last picture, and we're going to call it a night. This picture was sent to me, what I believe is anonymously. They didn't say, hey, I want, they just sent this to me saying, this came from this place a long time ago, and I don't know what to do with the picture, so I'm going to give it to you. I was like, okay, well, all I can do is have a look at it and give it my opinion, and we'll put it out there in the world and see what everyone thinks. It was taken in Northern California. I don't know if that really matters at this point, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the picture. I have two versions of it. I have a pulled back version, and then I have a zoomed in version. So the story goes, my girlfriend took this picture at a rest stop in Northern California. I don't know what, I would love to talk to her. I don't know what she saw or heard that made her take this picture. But say you're sitting there in your car, warming up, you're getting ready to leave a rest stop and keep on your journey, and you just see something in the bush ahead of you. These red glow, like whatever that is, you're like, what is that? I can't see what that is. So if we zoom in on the picture, do a little lightning, we're going to get in real close. I would love for anyone to explain to me what they feel is going on here, because I am at an absolute loss. I want to make sure that you get all the picture without losing it, but to me, this is some sort of child. Could be a doll, but this is a child. You see there's like a little mouth there, eye, nose, skin here, and then it's got this like long black, like, when I say long, I mean like unkempt hair coming down over the face. And it looks like there's a little bit of like red hue, but not necessarily eye shine. Now, what's going on here? We've got lips, nose, two bright glowing eyes, forehead, and you've got hair all back here, and the hair kind of parts down the middle here, and it looks like it's got maybe, I can't tell if the hair comes down here off the side or if it goes to the back and maybe bunches somewhere. This is obviously a what they call a humanoid. So, it's something that has some type of human features, but the math isn't there. Like, it's not quite a human, you know? And a lot of people, in fact, I believe the poster, or I'm sorry, not the poster, the guy that sent it to me, I believe he was saying that he thought it was demonic, you know, some sort of demon. I think people would jump to that conclusion pretty quickly, but I'm not. But the more I look at this picture, the clearer it is to me that this is a child and this is an adult of whatever is going on here. Being that they are taking the story for what it is, sorry, we, you know, they're at this rest stop, which is obviously fairly rural, because I don't know what this brick structure they're in is. See how it's kind of like comes up here and then it goes off and it comes down. It almost looks like it used to be round, because here's your front there. Almost like it used to be a full circle and then it went up like, I don't know, like a well or a well house or something to that effect. Then again, and there's a big tree growing right here. I don't know. I really don't know what the structure is. And I don't know what those little creatures are inside of it, but it's, I tell you what, it's fairly unnerving. I don't know, guys. I'm open to your thoughts, okay? But I will tell you, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And I'm going to say a thank you to all of our members, the 4 members of our channel. We got out some new member badges today, which are kind of cool. You know, it just kind of commemorates how long you've been, you know, a member of the channel. And we also appreciate all of our Patreon members, all the support we're getting over there. All right, so I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to say that this is J Mac, and I'm out.